Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending this meeting to consider learning and motivations considerations as part of our larger investigation of media usage in a training program for lifeguards. In this presentation, I'll present the degrees to which each media platform supports each learning objective. Objective 1 is that each learner will be able to demonstrate how to perform CPR on a mannequin. To meet this objective, the learner should be able to apply their procedural knowledge. One way the in-person platform supports this learning objective is that the instructor is able to adjust how they deliver the lesson in real time. CPR is an action that requires a knowledge of physiology and a comfort with physical interaction. It's possible that the learners may have prior misconceptions or cultural perspectives that can't be foreseen or accounted for in the lesson plan ahead of time. This contrasts with the VR platform where the lessons are pre-recorded so the content of the lesson can't be adjusted in real time. On the other hand, since the lessons are pre-recorded on the VR platform, the learner will be able to pause them and replay segments of them at will. This allows the learner to progress at their own pace and manage their own intrinsic cognitive load. Objective number 2 is that each learner will be able to assess emergency situations and determine proper courses of action. To meet this objective, learners should be able to evaluate their immediate situations using their conceptual knowledge. Like for the last objective, the in-person platform allows the instructor to tweak lesson delivery in real time to address cultural backgrounds and correct prior misconceptions. The VR platform cannot tailor its lessons to the learners in this way, but it does have the capacity to overlay text labels over the learner's visuals in order to assist the learner with identification and evaluation. Both platforms can show the learners different scenarios to help them transfer knowledge. The in-person platform has access to videos supplied by the American Red Cross, and the VR platform can either show the same videos or other digitally produced video clips. Objective 3 is that each learner should be able to demonstrate the ability to self-regulate by evaluating knowledge and skills prior, during, and after learning activities. To meet this objective, learners should be able to evaluate themselves using their conceptual knowledge. Self-evaluation is a task that should take place all throughout the training process. To support this, the instructor can give quick verbal reminders that the learners should take some time to check what they are doing and be self-aware. These regular verbal cues can be given in both the in-person platform and the VR platform, and the quickness and auditory nature of the verbal cues is such that it keeps intrinsic auditory load low. One difference between the platforms is that in the in-person platform, the instructor can assign the students to explain their self-evaluations to each other in pairs, giving them an opportunity to improve their metacognition. The VR platform does not allow this, but it does allow for the use of video cues as well as audio cues in case the audio cues become too repetitive. Objective 4 is that each learner should be able to move from performance orientation to master orientation for learning CPR, first aid, and other rescue strategies. To meet this objective, learners should be motivated to achieve the other objectives. Much of the support for this objective comes from the instructor, who will be common for the in-person platform and the VR platform. The instructor will lay out concrete goals, express high expectations, model values, express enthusiasm, and show interest. The in-person platform gives two unique support towards the objectives. The first is that the instructor can give targeted feedback to the learners because the instructor can see the learners in this platform. This improves the learner's sense of value in their actions. The VR platform does not provide this support because it is limited to analyzing only the motion data of the learner, so it can only give limited feedback. The second support is that the instructor can assign the students to work in groups in order to work through complex tasks. This improves the learner's sense of self-efficacy since they know they will have the support to complete even complicated tasks. The VR platform has one unique support that it offers towards the objective. It is that the visual representation of the instructor in the VR lesson can be altered to be more similar to the physical characteristics of each learner. Snapchat has shown that modern technology is capable of doing this quickly and with high visual quality. This improves the motivation of the students because they see the instructor as more of a convincing model. These are all the objectives. Thanks for listening, everyone.